It's that knowing that you exist
is a problem
for me. So I can't live the way that I want to live, even though I never see you. Just knowing that you exist makes my life miserable. So I have to eliminate you.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like, I guess, I mean, I could use we've been talking about the LGBTQ, so we'll just like, it's the gay marriage.
Okay.
Like this whole fight over, like, people were like, no, and no gay marriage. They can't get married. Marriage is between a man and a woman and blah, 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 all this stuff. But it's like, one, do you even know any gay people? Like, besides just, like we said, interacting with them just out in the world. But I mean, do you actually have any gay friends? Probably not. Even if you do, it's irrelevant, because what does that have to do with you? What does it have to do with you?
Well, one of the arguments that I've heard is that the institution of marriage, right? This is a social institution. It was, created for specific purposes in order to ensure societal stability, right? Okay, fine. You say, okay, and it's between a man and a woman. And for the purpose of procreation, to make families, right, to keep the society going. All right. And that's an overly simplified version, but fair enough. And then you say, okay, well, but if you allow Steve and Dave to get married, or Kathy and Jane to get married, they can't do the thing that marriage is supposed to do, which is create a family and raise it and do all that. And it freaks them out. Now, you and I struggle with understanding why that's a problem, because if Steve and Dave get married, that has absolutely no effect on Bill and Sally and their family. They still can do what they want to do. They can still take their kids to church. They can still do all the things that they want to do. And Steve and Dave will have their family, however they do it, whether they adopt underprivileged kids or however, they want to demonstrate their commitment to societal stability. That's up to them. But it really, the against gay marriage side seems to want to say that that existence of, gay people getting married somehow has an effect on your relationship. I can't make the connection.
I can't either, which is why it's so hard for me to wrap my head around, because it's like, it's, okay, let's say you mentioned procreation, obviously if everyone was gay, then I mean, we could still procreate. Maybe people could just, get together and just to do it. But
distastefully, I
gotta, or maybe it'll turn
we have to make more humans.
Or maybe it'll turn into the Brave New World, and it's like, you know what, we've industrialized making babies.
Right? They decant them now.
Yeah, well, that's it. We're no more but even if you use, I guess my point, even if you use the procreation argument as far as like, oh, well, they can't have kids. Okay, well, like, what percentage of the world population is actually, homosexual? I don't know for sure, but it's fairly low, because I walk around and I see heterosexual couples everywhere I go, and I sometimes see gay couples. So, and
again, part of that is the invisibility. Like, if you're actively like excluded, like people really don't even want to know that you exist, well, then you're going to hide.
Right. That's part of it.
Part of, the issue is, I guess today, is just that we took that veil down, right? And so people who used to hide are like, oh, I don't have to hide anymore now. And so maybe it just seems like there's this flood of LGBT and trans and all this stuff just coming out of the woodwork. But no, they were always there. It was just the, you turn the lights on now. And you saw them. They were always in the room. You just turn the lights on and suddenly they become visible, is all it is.